I wear the same shirt every day. Well, I own more than one of these shirts. It's comfortable. Organic cotton. I have a lot of outfits, really cool outfits that I've collected over the years, and now I wear cotton or organic cotton or natural fibers as much as I can. And so I've been getting rid of my polyester stuff, except for my Adidas tracksuits, because those are cool and I'll wear them for a few hours and then I change out of them because it's not healthy. Anyway, okay, so I had a session with my comedy coach. He's like the wise man that I talked to about comedy and what can I do to improve a bit? What am I doing wrong? Etc., etc. And his advice, well, he said to me, have I ever taught you this? You know, when you deliver a punchline, stay in the bit. Just stay in it. Don't pull back and regret that you said that punchline. That's never been a problem for me. I usually will say a punchline and then hold. And if it doesn't work, I say, oh, okay, guess that didn't work. So that's cool. I like doing that. I love the silence on stage. But again, if you go back to my first video and I talk about, or yesterday's video, actually, the third video, where I talk about how I've been in a funk. So I also talked to someone else about that today, and apparently what's happening here? Okay. I don't like this thing. Why does it have to do face recognition? You guys have to stop with this AI stuff. I can't deal with it. See, that whole thing just like centered my face and I didn't want it to center. Can you just be old school for me, please? That's the whole problem right now, is everything is just all automated and I just want to be back where you had control. Everything's out of control. Okay. Okay, so the other thing is how I long for connection. So I love connecting with the audience, but perhaps this is a phase that I'm going through where can't even describe it. I know, I get off stage and I know if I did a good job or not. And the feedback is not the same as what I'm feeling. And it's mistaken for, oh, I'm everything. No, there's never going to be a perfect show. You are your own worst critic. I get all that. Here's what I was talking about in my session today, which really I just had to unpack what is happening to me on stage. I dress bright colors, very happy. Like a friend was telling me that when I walk on stage, that people know that they're going to get something good. And I said, is it because of my outfits? I think it might be my outfits. And he said, no, it's a presence that you have. Oh, that's cool. That's something that's interesting. No one's ever told me that before. But then what comes out of my mouth, or not what comes out of my mouth, but how I perform doesn't match my outfit. And I don't know what I'm doing. Why am I holding back? Apparently, I am unpacking some trauma, and that is coming out on stage, and I have to now meditate and journal to figure out what that is. Why isn't there a light switch to just turn it off? Why can't I perform the way I was performing in the fall of at the end of 2024? And now I feel like I'm regressing or something. If anybody has any comments or suggestions or whatever, I would appreciate that, because I'm a little bit lost right now. But I'm going to keep going because when I stopped doing comedy in 2017, I regretted it. I regretted putting it away for 6 years and coming back to it now. Can you imagine how much better a comic I would be now if I just kept it up since 2016? But, you know, life got in the way. My son needed a babysitter, and, you know, now he's a teenager, and now I could just go out and do whatever. I'm trying to figure it out. Okay, well, how are you doing? Any comics out there that are watching this? Any people that are not comics and maybe this is resonating with? I don't know. I'm trying to figure this stuff out. I promise you these videos will get more and more directional. Maybe I'll have some good news to talk about. Good news is I have fun, I think. Yeah, I'm having fun. I'm having fun. It just doesn't look like I'm having fun. That's the problem. Okay. Until I figure this out. Goodbye.